Hi there, good evening. I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. A woman is fortunate she was not more seriously hurt or worse when a man with a gun mugged her in Uptown Dallas. The robber has not been caught. The crime has given people who live in that area some safety concerns. And Fox 4's David Centenry joins us with the robbery investigation. David.
Yeah, Steve, and this is a popular neighborhood for foot traffic. We have the Katy Trail just to my left, and over to my right, a few blocks away, we have West Village. As you were mentioning, a woman was walking up to her home earlier this week when she was robbed at gunpoint. She had her young child with her. She had her dog. I spoke with one of her neighbors earlier this evening. She tells me she can still remember the sound of that woman's screams. A woman was robbed of her purse at gunpoint while walking toward her townhome in Uptown Monday afternoon. She dropped a handful of papers on the ground, and that's when the mugger, who appears to have been following her, momentarily hesitated and then crept toward her with the gun in his left hand. He tells her, "Give me your purse."
And I heard a scream, and there was a pause. I'm like, okay, was this a scary scream or a, hey, how are you scream? And then she started screaming bloody murder.
Susan Hall, a neighbor, called 911.
I'm normally calm, and she was screaming so much that I was shaking on 911 because she was terrified.
They live off Buena Vista Street. It backs up to the Katy Trail, and it's just a few blocks away from West Village.
This is the safe neighborhood. You would not expect that in broad daylight.
Hall says her neighbor was walking home with her daughter and their dog. Her screams rattled the neighborhood.
And it was good that she screamed and screamed and screamed. Because like I said, the first one, I did not realize that it was a distress scream. It just caught my attention.
Hall says she's lived here for nearly 40 years. She says a man tried to rob her at gunpoint in the 1980s.
And then he pointed the gun directly at me.
But ever since then, she says she's felt safe. Well, now she feels this was a crime of opportunity. Take a close look at the slender, armed robber in the light-colored hoodie who Dallas police are looking for. If we freeze the video, you can get a better look at his face.
Scary, which is, she was almost to her front door.
Hall still feels it's a relatively safe area. She believes the victim is in no way to blame, but she hopes her screams serve as a reminder to folks in the neighborhood.
And pay attention. Don't give people the opportunity. Pay attention. It's not your fault, but you can be aware.
Despite what we saw in that video, Dallas police have not released any sort of description of this suspect. They also have not released any information to us as to whether or not this could be connected to any other crimes in the area.